a fucking funny thing happened at work that I can have to bring up this. I was on a Zoom call and I had this mic stand here. It's like, chunky fucker.
A tale of speed.
And we were
guts,
getting off the call,
talent,
and he goes,
style.
"I noticed your big old mic stand, podcaster, huh?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, no!" It was awesome. I felt fear in my heart for
And a
real.
driver
Dude, I was in
willing
a
to risk it
job
all
interview.
to create Hollywood's greatest
Somehow,
moments.
like, podcasting came up, and the guy was like, "Oh, what's the name of the podcast you're on?" I was like, "No." Like, I just straight up thought, I was like, "No way in hell." I didn't get that
Stuntman
job. But,
ignition.
like, I don't think I was gonna get it anyway. But like, still, like, if I think there's a shot in hell, I'm not giving him. And at the time, we were still called Drunks and Dragons.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
I'm sure that was good for for the job interview.
yeah. Let me pull up the chat.
There's no one in it. You know, we're waiting on it.
Cool.
Yeah, hey, you know,
It's
things a little different tonight.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, if it's just you and I hanging and playing some 360 games and then throwing it up for YouTube, I don't hate it.
Good.
There's worse
But let
ways to
me
spend
go
an
grab my
evening.
phone. That's for real. I'm gonna go grab my phone and actually retweet it though, because I feel like I should at least do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
At least the bare minimum.
Some people get a go live notification too. Those are always neat.
That's like a one of those moments where I instantly feel elderly.
You wanna hear you wanna hear something terrifying?
Okay.
I've been doing some like I've been like just kind of like auditing some of, you know how like Harvard does like CS classes online,
Yeah.
and I've been like auditing a couple of those, just like looking at, and one of them he's like talking about machine learning and its applications, and he's like imagine a drone that can keep us safe by identifying what's a threat and what's normal. And I was like, my dude, that is the plot to Metal Gear Solid, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's not good.
Bro, imagine going to Harvard and getting the plot of Metal Gear 2 explained to you in like an 8-hour lecture. That's beautiful.
We can use machine learning to power the
Every
Shigohan.
mangled mass of steel has a story to tell.
A guest lecture by Otacon. D Martin G's here and is re-up in the sub, throwing the Doug up. That's 3 Dougs. 1, 2, 3. We show that respect. Wednesday night game crisis. That's right. And this game is a fucking banger. We are talking Stuntman Ignition, and we're getting a little 365 today. I think. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I don't plan on switching to any other consoles because you know what? Right now it's working. I'm
And a
relatively
driver
certain
willing to
that the
risk it
capture's
all
not gonna freeze
to create
my
Hollywood's greatest
PCI,
moments.
PCIe Elgato has never let me down before.
And that means we're eating, folks.
Like, I know it's had bad capture issues, but like, I really do think they are like due to the complexity of my video chain, and
Stuntman
like, even I
Ignition.
don't understand what I've done. At the end of the day.
Just looking at this massive cables and going, it is what it is.
Well, we had multiple
must
weeks where I
accept it.
had no Mister audio, and it was
True.
right after I got my receiver, and I'd routed my audio through my receiver, and then just forgotten that you got to turn that thing on for the pass through to work.
Fuck on. It's a good
Yeah.
thing that we do other things for a living, let's just say.
Yeah, but like in my defense, video passing through but not audio. No, I had to actually go into I had to go into the settings of the receiver and turn on audio pass through to fix that issue.
Okay,
The
yeah,
times
there's
where
no
I was like,
way
oh,
that...
I can't get my Mr. Video to show up. That was because I wasn't turning the receiver on.
I feel like once you have to go into a menu, it's like totally fair game, right? Like no reason to blame yourself because you have no idea how many menus you have to go into before the thing actually gets fixed. You could be 1,000 menus.
That's
You have no clue.
2,000, 3,000,
It's simply too many.
4,000.
I don't need all the menus.
5,000.
No, I hate it.
I mean, dare I
That-
say
are you
it?
just-
6,000 menus.
I don't want it. There can't be a higher number. Also, are you just describing what it's like to use Aurora?
Are you referencing the Mr. Show sketch that I think we've talked about?
Yes.
In the past.
Yes. Yes. That was my show as a kid. I watched the living shit out of those to death.
That's so good.
It is unfortunate that Jay Johnston is an idiot because the bit about climbing Mount Everest is the funniest thing I've ever seen on television.
Well, what do you suppose we should go into career?
Career, because it's the only way you can unlock the other levels.
There's a lot going on right now, but just
This is
listen to
the
me.
fucking
I know
greatest
this is
game
just
of
a
this
short commercial,
generation. I'm
but there's a big
convinced.
time
I
director,
love this
Richard
thing.
Langston.
It's
He's
good.
on set. He's looking for a driver
It's
for his
really,
next
really
film.
good. It's not what you think, though. It is really kind of like I was described it on Twitter as more of a rhythm game than anything else. Like you have to be able to drive. Don't get me wrong; it's a driving game, but I feel like hitting the cues and getting the timing right makes it feel very different than any other driving game I've played.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think when you mentioned Stuntman Ignition, I quoted Chase the Tuk Tuk because that was a mission I had to do so many fucking times, and at the start of it, every time he's like, Chase the Tuk Tuk. I'm like, oh my god. You'll hate the announcer by the end of some of these levels.
I love it because it's like if you developed a really negative relationship with your rally car driver, like the guy who's in the second seat that's looking out for you. It's just like a really toxic relationship.
Sure, not a problem. Hey, champ, I'm Kate Winthrop, the first AD. I'm told this is your first
This
time
game has a
on
rare
set,
element
so
to
I'll
it,
walk you through how it works.
which is
With
that
you wired up in your
when
vehicle,
you're
they
playing
will
well,
call out all the
you
major
feel like you're
devices
doing
and
something cool.
okay?
Do you know what I mean? It's not just like, oh, I hit my cues and I got my points. It's you kind of get rewarded by this like big visual splendor. There's so much shit that blows up in this game. This is the most blowing up game ever.
Yeah.
All right, kid, let's get you prepped for your work on this movie. As your stunt coordinator, it's what they pay me for. You'll drive 4 different
To me, there are
vehicles
very
in
few
action.
games where it's like,
A sports coupe, an older SUV, a dirt bike.
where like you actually do something and it looks cool the entire time. Most of the time, it just looks
For
like
your
you playing a
first scene,
game.
you'll double for the town's
Do these
double
levels,
feature
do these levels well. It just looks fucking cool. It's like
They
a
show,
dumb
they show
commercial.
replays of what you do
The
too,
highlight
right?
will be this huge jump
Yeah,
over
for
from the
sure.
semi.
And you can watch the replays. There's like a director mode where you can watch your replay and choose when and how the camera cuts and shit. It's crazy.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, action! Cap the cars.
Fine. Oh, nope. Can't go that way.
I mean,
Turn right. Over the tank.
that's a drift. I think that's
Yeah,
B?
I could tell. I just couldn't find the button in time.
Cap the cars. Drift
Half,
left.
baby.
Pass close to the car. Under the tree. Close to the car.
Jaime says there's a funny clip with a rally driver not listening to his navigator, and the navigator is pleading with him to listen.
Oh, yeah,
I love that.
he's like, you're breaking the car. You're breaking the car. It's good. All right, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to
Ooh,
run that
you-
one back.
You might be able to get the next level unlocked with just a 2-star.
Yeah.
3.
Now that I know the controls, I'd like to try one more time.
Okay, there's a part of you that needs to get this right. I feel ya.
Yeah. Oh,
Drift turn right.
all right. That tree was
Over
scary.
the tanker. Cap the cars.
Oh. Fuck off.
Drift turn left. Pass close to the car.
Oh, that sucks.
Under the tree.
You did get the combo from that car almost hitting me though, which is nice.
Yeah. only screwed up that one.
35 piece or whatever, the big full combo string.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey! Strung it! This shit is
I
so
remember so much of
2000s.
this.
I was amazed that you had played this before, because this is one that I break out a lot where other people have not heard of it.
Yeah, I remember, like, I think I worked at Game Crazy, so I'd get like the free like Hollywood video rentals all the time, and so like I checked this one out and played it with my brother-in-law like almost all night, as I was staying at their place at the time.
Stuntman
yeah.
Ignition is all about stunt points, and stunt stringing is how you rack up the big numbers.
Yeah, let's rack up the big numbers. Well, you ain't about those big numbers?
I love big numbers, my friend.
The bigger the better, that's what I say.
That's right, that's right.
3, 2, 1. Action.
You're gonna be stringing it.
Pass under the semi. Drift left. Pass close to the crease.
Did it count that?
Drift left.
Oh, because your combo's still strung together.
Pass
Okay.
close.
Is that fucking Piccolo? Asks Jaime. Is it Piccolo? Do you think? Oh, I gotta know.
Oh, that's just a rehearsal. No, not play again. God damn it.
3, 2, 1. Action.
Okay, I'm gonna see who the Stuntman Ignition announcer is. Because what if it is Piccolo? That would be delightful.
Drift left.
That'd be great, but that also implies that he's gonna blow up the moon at some point during this.
Drift left. Pass close.
Yeah, but if you can use it to string cool combo moves
It's true.
and get big points by racking up chains.
All right.
Today's run will be the Drifter's
Oh.
when he tries to escape the town and gets torched by a lava boulder.
Stuntman Ignition IMDb, let's go.
As you cross over a certain lava fissure in the ground, which will mark on your HUD, hit the action button to
Ooh,
trigger the
but not like this game, huh?
I
Wow.
forgot you gotta trigger your own explosions and stuff.
Pyro, cue the extra.
Yeah, there's an action button, which I think is the A button.
Scream about.
That's sick.
3,
Anytime there's an action button, you should be feeling good about that. That should be cool.
object.
Oh, I was supposed to hit it.
Through the gap. Hit the action button.
Okay, so it's not A.
Okay. That sucks.
Turn right. Through the gap.
Oh, alright, I'm looking at the
Car wash,
cast of this
that's
game.
Close to the car.
Hell yeah, now you're clean, dude.
Turn left.
I'm looking at the cast of this game, but it won't tell me who the announcer is.
Turn right. Jump over the rubble.
There's just attributions for several, like, named characters.
Great.
Yep.
Turn right. Pass under the semi. Gap
What is
through the
happening in
building.
this town?
Drift turn left.
This is just Tahoe on the weekend, brother.
T-bone the car. Yeah, we all knew this was gonna be a reshoot. What was that rehearsal for? Because I was clearly not rehearsing this. This is a completely different scene.
3, 2, 1. Action. Hit the object.
Come on. Come on, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Hit the action
Oh.
button. Cut. You have to stay out of the lava.
Why are they using real lava?
3, 2, 1. Action.
Stay out of the lava, you will die.
Through the gap.
I'm just having a good time imagining, like, a bunch of Teamsters carrying a vat of lava in from their truck.
Okay, what is the action button? There's no button that I'm pushing is doing it. Why?
Why?
3,
Why?
2,
Why?
1. Action. Hit the object.
should.
I
be
suck so
safe.
bad at the first Stuntman game, I could never get past the tutorial. Yeah, the first Stuntman game is very rough. Very, very rough.
Hit the action button.
This movie reminds me of Dante's Peak. Dante's Peak's kind of bopping. I don't mind that movie.
Through the gap.
Oh, that's why I went
It's
through.
better.
To the car.
That's why they want me to go through there because it puts out the fire.
Oh, that's cute.
Drift turn right. Jump over the rubble.
One of the best is that. I'm trying to think what the other good disaster movies are.
Drift turn right. Pass under the
Oh,
Maybe none? I don't really like them, I guess.
gap through the burning.
Reddit, let's go, dude.
Drift turn left.
oh, they're gonna count that, eh?
I'm watching this stream.
Pass close to the car.
I'm watching the stream, so I'm a few seconds behind.
Hit the action button. Cut. Printed.
That ending is so sick.
Wait, that's supposed to happen?
Yeah, that's what happens when you hit the action button. If you can... Sometimes you can manage to hit the gas tank and then you get an extra explosion.
That's sick.
This game is so good. D. Martin G says, bad disaster movie, Volcano. My uncle went to the premiere of that movie. There are photos of him looking very awkward next to Tommy Lee Jones.
That's wild.
Yeah, I don't know how... He was like dating a girl that was on the movie.
Let's talk motorcycles, kid.
Dirt bike.
Directors love them because they're fast and
Oh, the
loud
dirt bike
and
level's
attach
sick.
to any scene. But they're also harder to
I
control.
wanna say you can pop a
and lot
wheelie,
more
too.
dangerous, so watch out, or they'll be mopping your skull off the pavement. There are two major stunts unique.
Let's
to
be
the
real. If there's a motorcycle game that does not allow you to pop a wheelie, get that shit out of here.
Absolutely.
We do not need it. We have moved on.
3, 2, 1. Action. Pop a wheelie.
Joke's on you, dude. I was already popping a wheelie.
That's right.
Drift left.
Ooh.
I do like the studio backlot because part of it does have the vibe of like your uncle putting together an obstacle course in his backyard.
Oh, it's hard to drift without doing a 180.
Yeah, it's really sensitive.
U-turn. Do another U-turn. Pass close. Drift left. Hit the jump.
What?
Good job on these. It didn't count?
No, why did he fall?
I don't know.
Alright, passed, I guess.
In this scene, you'll be doubling for a desperate teen racing through the carnage to rescue his grandmother in her mountain cabin. The key stunt begins with a jump off a down semi over some collapsing trees.
I remember 2012 having some
Keep
good
it high
shots
speed when
in
you
it.
land. Then a blast will hurl
Like
a
the
couple of
plane
cars
taking
2012?
off.
with
Yeah,
serious
you know, the
force.
Mayan calendar
Dodge
thing.
under the flying cars by
I don't think I
sliding
watched
around
that.
like we rehearsed.
Well, right, but like,
After
do you
the
remember
slide,
when that
you'll
was
move
like
real
oh,
quick
the
into a
world's gonna
hard
end in
drift left,
2012
so be
because
ready
that's when the
for it.
Mayan calendar
Continue
ends.
up the mountain and end at the
Yeah,
ground.
I know the
Talk about
premise.
that.
They made a movie out of it? They made a
Yeah.
movie? Or are you talking about...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like
Okay.
they're taking off in an airplane as like the entire like continent that they're on is like crumbling. It was pretty sick.
3,
Okay, that's a cool idea.
1.
Yeah. I mean,
Action.
the movie wasn't
I was gonna say, is it just like John Hamm staring at a calendar for 2 hours?
good though.
Drift turn left.
Oh my god.
Close left. Through the gap.
Ah,
Cut. You've taken the wrong turn. We're not shooting
Well-
over there.
that's not my fault.
John
I took the
Cus-
wrong turn.
3, 2, 1.
John Cusack was in that, 2012.
Yeah, that sounds
Close to
right.
the car.
Probably because
Okay.
it is.
Drift turn left.
Yeah, that sounds like something he would do.
Pass close left. Through the gap.
Wait, what gap? I didn't see a gap.
Cut. Pull him out of that.
They wanted you to drive left of the 2 cars, I
2,
believe.
1.
I went
Action.
left last time and they told me I took a wrong turn.
Close to the car.
But I went 2 left, I guess.
Drift turn left.
Moltar Ben says, more like wrong turd because your cinematography is shit. Fucking smoked, brother. Put him in a pack.
Through the gap.
Like, Oh,
He's
that
done.
gap. There's the gap. I saw it. Okay.
Drift turn right. Drive on the semi. Over the burning trees.
Ah. Yes, extra stunts.
Action button.
That's kind of sick, actually.
Turn left.
I may have to do this one
Drive on the
again.
semi. Jump over the lava.
Big gap? Yeah! Like I said, I'm a few seconds behind, so
Yeah, clearly.
I just... I screamed yeah as soon as you got hit by a fucking car.
I know.
Cut. You need to
Okay,
hit
I think I got this one this time.
3,
Okay.
2, 1. Action.
What a
Close to the
wild
car.
movie set that
How-
doesn't let the stuntman rehearse it even once before.
How would you feel if you were the stuntman on a set and they were like, yeah, we got the lava scene today, it's real lava. Just wear a t-shirt.
Drift turn right.
You'll be fine.
Drive on the semi. Over the burning trees. Hit the action button. Drift turn left. Drive on the semi.
It's a little bit.
Jump over the lava.
God, that van throws me off every time. How am I gonna get up enough speed?
Land next to the house. Cut. Don't worry. It's not
We got indestructible motorcycles, but not indestructible stuntmen.
2, 1.
They will
Action.
disintegrate the instant they touch mildly
Close to
hot
the
lava.
car. Drift turn
You're at like the casting room for this, and every 15 minutes they come get a new stuntman. You're like, I hope I'm picked next.
left. Through the gap. Drift turn right. Drive on the semi. Over the burning trees.
Don't they like cut a trailer at the end of all the? Am I making
Yeah,
that
including
up?
your highlights.
Yeah.
No, not at all. That's a big part. It's so fucking sick, actually.
Jump over the lava. Land next to the house. Cut. That's
They
reasonable
don't
work.
care if you
Fuck
run into the building.
Nah, you got the shot, dude.
How's that 2 stars though? I mean, I didn't string
That's
anything.
fuck.
I felt like I
You
did.
hit like almost. Yeah, didn't you hit like every gap they needed you to?
There was one drift turn I didn't make.
Okay. I feel like the motorcycle levels are kind of hard, just in general, because the drifting's
Oh,
really
yeah.
squirrely.
Yeah.
Movies
You
aren't
gotta
shot
just
in
tap
order,
that
as
like
you know. This next
once
scene comes
and
just
then move
before
on.
Volcano Climb, while the teen's still
So wait,
trying
this
to
is a
get out of
second
town and
Stuntman
up to his
game?
grandmother. The big moment here comes
There
when
was one that
Bruno
came out on,
Mars
I want to say, like the
take
PS2 and
ramp
Xbox,
over
but
an
it was from a
acre
different
drop and
development
smash
team,
through a
and
burning
it's
billboard.
not so good.
Quiet on the set, people. These are
It doesn't
dangerous
have the sort of
stunts,
like
so I need you all to
interesting
stay alert.
creativity and level staging that this one does. It's more of like a like do stunts with your car.
Somebody's probably
Uh,
made this YouTube essay of like bad games that got a good sequel.
Oh, I'm sure. Are you kidding me? Like, we could retire from our jobs if we just created a YouTube channel that's like Xbox 360 hidden gems. We just make a top 10 list of all like the saddest JRPGs.
Close to the explosion.
Okay, I see what I got. I'm just gonna. We're close enough to the beginning. I'm just gonna restart
3,
that.
2, 1. Action.
That's not a drift turn, but they like.
3.
But there's not enough to do a regular turn.
Action.
Let's just hit the apex. There we go.
Moltar Ben says screen and screen with the subway game. There's a subway game? Oh, like maybe they're thinking like Density Go or something. If there's an actual game for Subway the restaurant, that's just like that is the equivalent to giving me a satanic Bible if I were a Christian. No, thank you, sir. I do not respect the Subway.
Turn left.
Get away with it though. The TikTok thing. Oh, I'm too old.
Hit the action button. U-turn.
Oh shit! They didn't show me that until way too late. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
already
a little
missed
sad.
it by the time it went yellow.
Overtake right. Turn left.
I need a little baby cap.
Jump the shack.
Cut. I'll have to wait and see the dailies, but I think that'll work.
In the chat says, Ayo, isn't the game we played when we first met for the first time ever? Yeah, it is, Vex. It's nice to see you. What's up, girl?
Wait,
First
so
time we hung out, I think we played this.
do you only get the string bonus if you string everything?
No, it's like a combo thing. Like, every few seconds you have to be doing something. And that something can be like getting near a car or an obstacle or popping a wheel
Okay,
or
right,
something.
right. I understand that, but like, see, it says highest string times 27, but my string bonus is 0.
Weird. I don't know what that's about then. Because you didn't get a director bonus either, and you hit most of the cues, right?
I mean, I missed a couple.
Okay. Well, I believe in you, sir.
Appreciate that.
I believe in you, little buddy.
I got a big head after
You're the
this
best.
first one getting 5 stars, and then
In this scene, you're
It's been a
scouting for
middling
volcanologist
performance since then.
racing down the mountain to warn the
Sorry,
authorities that
brother.
this eruption is gonna cause even
I have
more
only
damage
myself
than
to blame.
everyone thinks. With a big stunt.
Yeah.
off-road
yeah.
to
Oh
the
yeah. No,
Ramparts
this is
Hill,
one of those
take a
games. This
long jump
this
over a
is like
chasm,
a
crash through the support beams,
this is
and
like a
land on
From
the bridge.
Software driving game.
Chunks of lava have torn the bridge.
Like
to
this
hell now.
this is like
So
Dark
after you land,
Souls, but for
watch for a quick
cars.
series
I
of
mean,
pitfalls
and not
and
in the
make your way to
format of the
other side.
game, but in
You've
that
held
like
your own so far on this film.
when I
Keep it
lose,
up.
I know it was my fault.
This is a marquee stunt, so really push it.
It's like the first ever Catholic racing game.
3, 2, 1. Action.
Little confession mini game at the end of it.
Close to the explosion.
Yes, that there's imagine like a beautiful like Christian homeschooler version of this game where it's not a director, it's your pastor. He's telling you how to get to the, I don't know, the next picnic.
Oh. Yeah. Let's restart
3,
that.
2, 1.
Driving through a house. Driving through a house.
Close to the explosion.
I'm very easy to entertain. Just
Jump over
show
the
me
lava.
driving through a house.
Trip left downhill. Through the burning house.
Subway Surfers. What is Subway Surfers? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
What is okay?
It's like a
educate
mobile
me, please.
game, and there's like a bit where like
Under the tree.
Gen Zers or whatever can't focus on a TikTok, so you have to put Subway Surfers on the bottom, so it's something to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Are we doing class work, cross cultures now? Is that what we're doing? We're supposed to hate the Zoomers or something?
I mean, I pay a little more attention to a video if it's got some gameplay going on, But that's just an ADHD thing.
Yeah, that's not just based on your hatred of Zoomers or whatever.
I work with mostly Zoomers. I don't have a huge problem with it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
At your job? Like what?
Yeah, it's a lot-
I guess that really
a lot of
surprises
the
me.
directors and things are like fresh out of college. Oops.
Oh, okay. You need to collect Bible verses like you collect Skate and Tony Hawk. That'd be sick. I want Christian Tony Hawk so bad. Oh no, wait, that exists. That exists. The Razor Scooter game on the PlayStation and Dreamcast has a like Bible Rock exclusive soundtrack. It's all Christian.
Oh god, it's
Christian
like
bands.
Skillet shit or what?
Yeah, I think there's 2 Skillet songs.
Oh my god.
Over the burning tree.
Yeah, dude, crank it down big style. Pick it up for the Lord.
Under the tree.
Jaime says the Christian version of Stuntman takes place in the tribulation. That's correct. It would actually probably be dank, like, when you think about it. If you're doing Stuntman, but you're, like, flying over the Leviathan, maybe you're learning a little bit about the Bible, but there's also a big snake there, and that's neat.
Jump the bridge.
Okay, I overtook the car, but it didn't give it to me because I wasn't close enough. But they didn't show me the symbol for driving close to a car. They just said overtake it.
Hit the car wreckage.
I don't think that's my fault. Ah! Why do they not show me the icons until like you're
2.
like that last one? I was past it.
Yeah. It's fucked up that Stuntman is insulting you for your lack of intimacy. It's like, you're trying.
Trip left downhill.
You know, you're really trying.
Through the burning house. Hard right.
That's so cool. Why was that?
Driving.
This is
Route
how
to
I
Lissa-
play Stuntman.
Action.
This is Stuntman real style.
Start down A. Start down
Restarting.
A. Start down A.
Ev-
Trip left downhill.
I remember in my college years having a party where a friend and I just got like a gallon of gin, and every time we restarted Stuntman, we just poured a shot for each other.
Oh my
And we
god.
would pass the controller back and forth.
That sounds
And
amazing.
it was really great, but I'll bet you what, we did not pass a single level, my friend. we were very much stuck in San Francisco. We were not going anywhere.
What? Come on.
There should be a bad ending for this game where they fire you and do it all with CGI.
Jump the bridge.
Well, if you're a stuntman, the real sad ending is that you die on the job at age 38, because that shit happens all the time.
Hard right.
It's a labor rights issue, folks. They're not allowed in the union.
Hit the car wreckage.
Okay, hit the car wreckage. I'm gonna have to pass this next car on this side. Oh, but hit it, sideswipe it.
No, you got hit it, and then there's another collision. Booyaka! You gave it that little kiss, Mike. That's all you gotta do.
Scrape left. Close to the car. Hard left turn. Smash the support
We
beam.
got like all the folks in the chat tonight. This is sick. Loving it.
Let's go. Oh, there's more? Shit.
Overtake right. Jump.
Oh my god. There's literally a camera guy right in the path. Yeah, I don't. Can you do a quick Google about that string bonus? Because that's gonna make me mad. Because highest
Yeah,
string
yeah, yeah.
34 and I get a 0 bonus.
Yeah, that's pretty bullshit, isn't it? You can tell I was born in Michigan because I saw you drive that truck over the bridge, and I was like, I bet that feel real good. I'm not gonna do it, but the redneck was coming out.
Ooh.
This next run calls for a special stunt maneuver called the reverse 180, and it's a bit tricky.
Oh, I can do a
Just make sure
reverse
you've got it
180. I
down
played
so
the
you're not
intro to
wasting
Driver.
time and money on the set. First, come to a complete stop. Then hold your brake trigger to take off in reverse.
Okay, string bonus means the entire level has to be one continuous combo with no break.
Steering stick all the way to one side. That'll start
Man,
the
just make
spin.
that I don't know. It's fine. It's just a confusing way to put it.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any detail. Moltar Ben said, why did you have to say my exact age? I'm sorry, my friend. If you're not a stuntman, you'll probably die of normal reasons. As to what date, I can't say when.
3, 2, 1.
I'm not trying to be mysterious. If I knew, I'd tell you. You know.
Reverse 180.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna look. Give horse in the mouth there.
This is the
That was
final
really a
scene
reverse
of
D. Martin
the
G's.
Aftershock, and we've saved the toughest for last. You'll be doubling for the town's.
That's like the opposite of the driving trials for driver.
The marquee
Yeah.
stunt here is a
Where,
reverse
where like you just do it 5 times and it doesn't work every time.
After you
6th
work
one,
your
it finally
way all the
works.
way around
Then they
the
give you
track,
10 more trials.
You'll need to keep
Here we go, everyone.
D. Martin G says, anyone watching the movie about Daniel Radcliffe's stunt double who got paralyzed during the last Harry Potter movie? That sounds fucked, actually.
Yeah, I was not aware of that.
1. Action. Break through the fence.
We're gonna drop a real meteor right here.
3, 2, 1. Action. Break through the fence. Through the burning house.
bringing a big box of meteors to rural Toronto.
Get the cars. Overtake the cars.
Oh, come on. Also, why isn't my siren on?
Explosion.
Arrest someone, you're just like trying not to die.
Yeah, but like, come on, it's cooler if the siren's on.
Break through the fence.
Yeah, you're probably right. Although if the noise is on the whole time, that's probably obnoxious.
That's fair. They can add that in post.
Get the
That's
cars.
not...
Overtake the car. Close to the explosion.
Okay.
Jump on the ledge.
David Holmes, The Boy Who Lived. That's the name of the movie about the stuntman. That's it's interesting. I know that that's a very dangerous business.
Hard right.
Scary stuff.
Smash the support beams.
Ah. Excuse me, can I get your insurance information?
Jump on
Eh. This
Also,
game
it's
should have given you
wild
bonus.
that they're doing all this in one take.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Action.
Get the exploding gas tank back into place. Shop 147.
Burning house. Get the car.
I think the real irony of this is that like there's not a single fucking movie with a car chase that has this much direction in it.
Close to the explosion.
God damn it.
3, 2, 1. Action. Break through the fence. Through the burning house. Get the cars. Overtake
Who
the
owns
cars.
this? Like, what's our next stuntman game?
Oh, we're not getting one of those
How did-
anytime soon.
3, 2,
I
1.
believe this is a Vivendi game, which would
Okay.
mean, you know, nothing good in the first place, considering they literally went out of business.
Alright, who's gonna do the spiritual successor?
Overtake the car.
Action guy.
Close to the explosion. Jump on the ledge. U-turn.
A Mario version, for fuck's sake. It'll sell 9 million copies.
Hard right. Smash the support beams.
Got it.
Alright,
Got it.
so Stuntman Ignition was published by THQ, RIP,
Trip turn right.
and developed by Paradigm Entertainment. This is what's really cool about this game. Do you know Paradigm Entertainment at all, Mike? They are the creators of Pilot Wing 64 and Beetle Adventure Racing.
Okay.
Yeah. They are slapping it up big style.
Into the parking garage.
Now, they went out of business immediately after Stuntman Ignition was released to the public. I want to say, like, maybe even a week before it shipped or something like that. And for those of you who like digging around in the bargain bins, they made the first Spy Hunter for PS2, which is a fucking awesome game.
We played that on stream.
Trip turn left.
Yes, we did. It's a great game. A+. D. Martin G said,
Stop and reverse.
what about the Tarantino half of the Death double feature movie? That had a lot of car direction. It was fine. Like,
Smash to the barricade.
Death Proof is that it is very
Out of the lava.
people-centric and people-focused. Like, the big climactic chase scene takes place on a fucking desert road with nothing going on. And that's cool. It's really intense in, like, a horror movie way. But the really cool thing about a movie that centers, like, car chases is the scenery around the car chase. That's why those old 60s movies, like Bullet, are so fucking sick. Is because they're filmed in a way that really shows off the setting and the scenery they're in. And I feel like Death Proof didn't really do that too well. It was far more about, like, here's the scary car man. Which I did like, don't get me wrong, but it's just a different thing.
I think that bullet. I'm missing something. 'Cause I've watched that movie and I got
The car
bored.
chases. I think that's fair. It is an old-fashioned ass movie, but the car chase scenes in San Francisco are really neat. Especially as someone who grew up spending a lot of time in San Francisco, I think it hits especially for me.
Break through the fence. Through the burning house.
Yeah, the Blues Brothers. That's another good example, Jaime. Totally agree.
Get the cars.
That scene where they're driving the car through the mall. There's just like shit flying everywhere. They're knocking over newsstands. A+.
Jump on the ledge.
In general, it's pretty great.
Cut. Pull him out of that lava right.
Okay, I'm gonna. This is the one. I can tell.
1. Action.
Going out Vader style, bro. That sucks.
Through the burning house.
I have the high ground.
Get the cars. Overtake the cars. Close to the explosion.
Wait, what did I miss?
Jump on the ledge.
Oh no. Maybe overtake?
I definitely overtake exactly where it told me to do it.
Hmm.
Overtook.
Through the building. Hard right.
Over-
Smash the support beams. Drift turn right. Jump over the collapsing building.
Oh, that sucks. You got the big combo piece too.
Action. Break through the fence. Through the burning house. Get the cars. Overtake the cars. Close to the explosion.
Yeah. How did that not
3,
count?
2, 1.
I think you have to drive from the side of their car to the front of their car, if that makes sense.
That's not clear.
Get the cars. Overtake the cars.
Just Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movies usually do car stuff pretty good too.
Jump on the ledge. U-turn. Through the building. Hard right. Smash the support beams. Drift turn right.
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1. Action. Break through the fence. Through the
Just
burning
a
house.
hair too soon.
The harder earlier levels, I think.
Get the cars. Overtake the car. Close to
Was
the
Days of
explosion.
Thunder good with cars, or is there another Tom Cruise driving movie? Days of Thunder is a fine, like, racing movie. It's about racing and the culture of racing and how it is as a sport and that kind of thing. It's fine. It's like a melodramatic 80s schlocky thing. But I don't think it's particularly interesting with its vehicles. You know.
Is that IndyCars?
Was it- Yeah, I think so. It's hard for me to tell the distinctions between all the cars. Like, I know that there's American car racing and European car racing. And I think F1 is European, right?
Yeah.
Rally is
well,
usually
yeah,
European.
they do it over here, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like they do it here as well.
U-turn.
What's the one that you got into?
F1. That's the,
You
that's
got into F1?
a more European
Into the
thing.
parking garage.
You're all about that F1 lifestyle, aren't you?
I'm in deep.
I remember when that popped up last year. I was just like, I have no idea where this is coming from.
To the car.
But
Hard right.
you did open me up to a world of like how fucking insane all of the F1 drivers are. and
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind
like
of delightful.
it's like the storylines are like almost like wrestling style.
Yes. And the fucking outfits and shit.
Reverse 180. Smash to the...
Come on!
That's not where you should be.
Oh my god, that's so deep into the shot too. Or into the scene.
Oh, it was going so well! Oh, fuck, Mike!
3, 2, 1. Action. Break through the fence. Through the burning house. Gap the cars. Overtake the car. Close to the explosion. Jump on the ledge.
So was I able to surprise you with any of those Cursed 360 games I sent on? I mean, not all of them were
Oh,
cursed.
so
There
when I
definitely
said I
some
got
cursed
all
ones
your
in there.
suggestions, I meant all the ones that we discussed on the call last night. I didn't.
Oh, hell yeah,
I hadn't
yeah.
actually looked at that list yet.
Okay, cool. Then you have some unpleasant surprises ahead of you.
Drift turn right. Jump over the collapsing building. U-turn.
No.
Jump the cars.
Whatever.
Into the parking garage.
But people in the chat are asking for racing movies. Some of the Diabolique films are really good. Some of the James Bond movies have halfway decent
Close to the
car
car.
race scenes as well. Most Michael Mann movies are pretty good for it. There's a lot of good stuff in Heat.
Turn left. Drift turn left. Stop and reverse. Reverse 180.
Ronin, yes.
I went
good,
backwards.
Good call.
Oh my god. I needed to turn the other direction. I intended to turn the other direction.
1.
I hit the wrong
Action. Break through the fence. Through the
This is
burning
the
house.
one. I know it's.
This game's fucked up.
Gap the cars.
This game's fucked up because it turns you into like a dance mom, but for yourself.
Uh huh.
Where you're just like, get into routine. 1-2 step. We're fucking it up, people.
Jump on the ledge. U-turn. Through the building.
Ronin chase sequences fuck hard. Correct. Correct. Correct.
Smash the support beams.
The go-kart scene in Heavyweights rules. I have not seen that movie in a long ass time.
Drift turn right.
Wasn't there a big chase scene with Paul Newman in a wheelchair in Silent Movie? I know not at all what we're talking about. You mentioned go-karts. I didn't think of that.
U-turn.
What movie is that?
Silent Movie. Is it Mel Brooks thing?
Yeah, I think you're correct. I think you're right.
It's like the only person who has a speaking line in that movie is like a really famous mime.
Hard right. Close to the car.
I've not seen that movie in a long ass time, but oh my god, do I love Mel Brooks shit.
Turn left. Drift turn left.
Working on stuff. He put out a sequel to the History of the World last year.
180. Smash through the barricade.
Oh my god.
Scrape the vehicle. Over the tanker. Scrape the vehicle.
Oh, it's so much longer. Why is this level so long?
Then drop down.
It's huge.
If you told me this was like the last level of the game, I would have been like, yeah, that checks out.
Through the gap. Jump the wreckage.
This last part is really hard to string combos together too, because there's just like so few things in the environment.
Any theaters, but you did hit some marks.
See, you got it. We can move the fuck on. We can.
Oh my god. And well, and also I'm getting those like plus 250 director points, things like that, and director bonus is still 0. What does director bonus mean? If string bonus means I string the entire level together,
Good question. I think it's those like three pieces that combo together. You know, when it pops up on the screen with the question marks, and it'll be like you unlock them one by one, almost like an achievement. I want to say that's the director bonus. I'm looking though.
Oh, movie trailer. Here we go.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Come on, little buddy. There's nothing to be afraid of. So, you going to that softball tournament next Sunday? Did you guys feel that?
Reports have just started to filter in from around the
We can't give you a solid death toll.
At the center of this destruction is the town. If you are anywhere in the county, please get out now.
Driving on those roads is suicide. Staying here is suicide.
Are we sure that it's adding my gameplay into it, or is it just...
Maybe.
I think it's just generic, because this all looks pre-rendered to me.
Yeah, it does kind of look pre-rendered. That's a bummer.
Just trying to stay alive, sir.
Aftershock. And this time...
If you'd listened to me in the first place, we'd all be safe by now. This is not the time.
There is no more time.
Facial textures are extremely 2000s.
Now we have to fight helicopters.
Fucking butt rock, baby.
Should we do the car commercial?
In
Maybe.
this commercial, you'll play a citizen of Darkdom driving the new Venus Vexation sports car.
Aren't they hard?
Brags that you outdrive
I don't know.
Night Avenger because your car
I
is
seem to remember them being kind of difficult.
I think the
You'll
whole
be
game is
using
hard.
Nitro, and the key run happens
Yeah.
to be your second boost.
But you gotta drive the Batmobile. The Batmobile's rough. It's fast as fuck.
3, 2, 1, action! Trip left. Pass close.
Walter Ben says this game has some great ideas. I totally agree. This game's just like very creative and fun.
Oh my god, it won't even let me, Too many strikes.
The car commercials are no failure, if I remember correctly.
1, action! Trip left. Pass close. Gap the cars. Hit the action button. Overtake on the right.
Oh god.
Trip turn right.
I assume they don't want me
You lost
to
the lead.
crash head on with a semi in the car
3,
commercial.
2, 1, action! Trip left.
Honda Civic, we can survive a head-on collision with a
Gap
semi.
the cars. Hit the action button. Overtake on the right.
Oh.
Cut. Let's do it again.
It feels almost this is hard mode.
Action.
Yeah, seriously.
Trip left. Pass close. Gap the cars. Hit the action. Overtake on the right. Trip turn right.
Come on!
Cut.
Jesus.
Keep up with. 3, 2, 1.
This game could do with a faster restart.
Trip left.
Like, I feel like if you're making a game and it's gotta be like, and it's all about like
Gap the cars.
memorization and perfection,
Hit the
you
action.
need to
Overtake
make
on the
it
right.
quick. put a big smoke effect right in front of the thing.
3, 2, 1, action! Trip left. Pass close. Gap the cars. Hit the action button. Overtake on the right. Trip turn right. Hit the action button. Close to the explosion. Overtake on the left. Trip turn right.
This one's looking good. I don't want to curse it, but it's looking good. Ah, fuck!
Yep.
Excellent driving.
Wait.
I know the climb.
We're leaving.
No, that was
What?
it.
Yeah, you can keep going. Oh, you did it? Hey!
That's all right.
That ain't bad. Venus Vexation. Venus automobiles. You love to see it.
Ooh, moonshine.
Well,
We're
Mike-
driving a
Director Andy Baxter.
monster truck.
Yeah, we got Whoopin' and Hollering 2 coming up
In this
here.
first scene, the Creek Boys' Uncle Cletus has loaded.
I mean, we loaded those other games up, but I don't know that we're actually gonna get to any of them.
That's true.
Big
We can at
hero
any
of the
time,
Crushing stunts. When you see a crush
but
icon, drop
I'll
it
leave
forgot
it
how
up to
much
you.
I
I
love
mean,
this
if-
game.
Hey, let's get this freaking party started. Monster truck.
look, if you got the itch to switch things up, go for it. But I ain't gonna complain. We'll just have to like maybe next week we'll do some more 360 stuff because we have not done a ton of 360 stuff, and
Oh, we haven't.
that is a fucked up weird generation.
Hard right. Hit the police car.
I don't remember what all we had loaded up. I think it was like Shadows of the Damned, which is a really neat like RE4 clone.
Ninja Blade.
1.
Ninja Blade from Software doing a fucking action game.
Cars. Hard right.
Like, and I mean action game. It's beautiful.
3, 2, 1.
There's one more.
Hit the police car. Hit the police cars.
I have to take a
Hard right. Hit the police car. Smash the sign.
Oh, Death Smile. Death Smiles, which is like a cave shooter, and let's be real, every cave shooter's good.
Hit the police
How is
car.
King of
You
Fighters
know.
Sky Stage?
Hit the police cars.
Weird. It's not a bad shmup, but it has like nothing to do with the license.
Hit the police
Really?
car.
It's like not even like the characters or anything?
No, like the characters are in the game, but as far as the game plays, it just plays like a halfway decent vertical shooter made in Java. Like, very generic.
Oh, wild.
It's just like, oh, also Terry Bogart's there.
Close to the semi. Hit the jump.
And I want to say that it's like a horny version of Terry Bogart. I could be wrong. That might be mistaking that with another game. But it's an SNK game, so there's like horny versions of all the women.
Oh, of course.
Well, I mean, it's an SNK game made after 2005, so that's happening. String bonus that time,
Yeah,
so
but I
we
missed
really don't know what the
cop
fuck that
cars.
means. Yeah.
Multiple says ACAT. We did kill
You've
a
seen the
lot
double
of
for some
police
bank
officers in
robbers
this
as
one.
they tried to escape the Creek
Mhm.
Boys and the cops in a hijacked armored vehicle. The challenging stunt is this double overtake near the end.
All right, Mr. Stunt Driver, this chase scene needs to be really cool, so break it loose. 3, 2, 1, action. Scrape the police car.
Walter Ben says I'll do you one better. Fuck 12.
Left, take a bump.
Like,
Trip right.
all I can think of is Street Fighter.
Hit the car.
Okay, first off, if we're talking about Street Fighter 12, leave him alone. He's got problems, you know? Or I guess them. They're kind of genderless in a glob style.
That's for sure.
But I think what Multi Ben is saying is fuck 12, which is a thing that a lot of people in hip hop say, specifically Gucci Mane.
Overtake left.
What's that mean?
2, 1.
I believe it's a short code for like 12 means cops are coming. Oh, 12 on the way, that kind of thing. I want to say it has something to do with the police district, but that could be just like Urban Dictionary bullshit.
Hit the car. Scrape the police car.
Jaime says, when I was 11, I turned 13 on my birthday because I don't fuck with 12.
2.
That's right. That's right.
Action. Scrape the police car. Hard left. Take him up.
Wasn't expecting to get into that discussion, but let's go, baby.
There's a YouTube video,
Okay.
YouTube channel where a guy just like puts like dialogue to like new dialogue to Sonic cutscenes. There's one from Sonic Riders where he's racing a guy and he's like, you may touch the finish line, but you'll never touch a woman. He's like, you're right. I haven't lost my virginity because I never lose.
Three, two, one. Action. Scrape the police car. Hard left. Take him up.
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1. Action. Scrape the police car. Hard left. Take him up. Drift right. Hit the car. Scrape the police car.
There, Ben says that's honestly pretty baller. I agree. That was a smooth ass drift, dude. Yikes.
3, 2, 1. Action.
I
The
see. I
delay
cursed it.
is killer because a lot of times you compliment me like right as I do some single brain cell move.
Drift right. Hit the car. Scrape the police car.
I'm just saying, it sounds like I need to be quicker on my reaction time.
Uh-huh.
Like if I were just calling this like a high school football game, I might be able to get there at the right time. But I don't have that dog in me, folks.
Overtake right. Overtake left.
God, overtake.
Shooting the cop car at the gas tank. Let's fucking go. That's so cool.
Pretty good job, man.
We weren't filming that, right?
Oh, you got kablooied, my friend.
Yeah.
Moltar Ben says, you got T-boned by a semi, you're dead.
It's fine.
Next, you'll stunt
You know,
for
not
Otis
Mike,
Redding
he's different.
and
I mean, if the
rip a
pay is
couple
good.
screws loose. He's taking revenge on the
If the pay is good, yeah, hit me with your car, dog.
beloved Catfish County Chicken Day Parade. Your big stunt is an extended wheelie.
Andy, how come you always get to call action? I'm the director, dude. Shut up. Shut up.
3, 2.
You know, if we're going 360, Mike, we might have to play the Wheelman.
Wheelman is
ca-
on here.
Through the gap.
I think it's calling to me. You know, it's got a full original written story by Vin Diesel.
Hard left.
And starred and acted in by Vin Diesel in over 2 hours of exclusive Vin Diesel cutscenes.
Like live action?
2, 1.
No. Like they basically make a movie around the plot where he's the main character.
Hit the boxes. Pass close to the truck. Hard left. Overtake left.
Oh, fuck those chickens. They did not see that coming.
Right. Hard left. Through the gap. Jump the lake.
Perfect.
Three, two.
What is easy mode in here? Not that I want to turn it on, but like.
Hard left. Through the gap.
I don't know. I don't know.
Pass close to the truck. Hard left.
You said perfect just as I watched you,
Overtake
like,
left.
fuck up that jump and immediately hit the ground. It was incredible.
Drift right.
Oh,
Oof.
easy mode just means that you can take more strikes before the level ends.
Okay.
Hard left. Through the gap.
But I can't because I like won't let myself.
That's right.
3, 2, 1. Action. Hard left. Through the gap. Hit the boxes.
Yeah.
Pass close to the truck. Hard left. Overtake left. Hard right. Drift right. Hard left. Through the gap. Jump the lake. Drift right.
Did you hear La Cucaracha? Did they do La Cucaracha in the
They
game?
did not do it.
Okay.
Hit the jump. Hit the float.
Oh god, yes.
Drift left. Through the gap.
Oh shit.
You are pulling this one out of your ass, dude.
Land on the semi. Hard left. Hard right. Pass close.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be through the gap. You sent 2 cop cars at me and it's not through the gap? Get out of here.
Through the gap. Hop a wheelie. Hit the ramp. Land in the box. Cut!
Ah, if it weren't for that one. That was better than 3
Smash
stars.
that thing. Yeah, I agree. You got away with some shit on that run, my dude.
You know, I wanna
You got
see a
invited-
replay on here.
Okay, alright.
I spent a lot of time in like Driver and Driver 2 just making replays.
Yeah. I like the first person perspective, that's cool.
Yeah. It's cool without all the effects and like, you know, markers telling you which way to go too.
Yeah. I'm getting a hit, just a real joy out of you pasting that, like, cop walking around. Just, wow. Flew right through the other side.
Yeah, this is sick. This is good. This is a
I love
good
the
video
paint.
game.
It really is. Killer Monkey says he's ruining the Egg Festival.
Action.
Wait, is this the same one?
Yeah, you just couldn't play again. So I want to say at the end of the level, you can also choose to save a replay, and there's like a replay studio built into the game that you can like think around with.
It's one of the trickiest maneuvers in stunt
Oh,
driving,
God,
but
they want me to
master
drive on
it,
2
and you'll
wheels?
really start turning
Cool.
heads in the industry. You'll begin by hitting the ramp with one side of your car. That'll kick you up so you're riding on 2 wheels. Once you're up, hold steady on the throttle and use the stick to keep your balance. Watch where you're going because you must 2-wheel in the
Mike, you and I
indicated
both
zone.
grew up in
That's the
relatively
start to
rural
successfully
towns. What is your
maintain your
local
2-wheel.
festival of
It's all about
choice?
stick
I'm sure there's
control.
some sort of
Use the stick
Oh,
to
of
maintain
fruit
choice?
festival.
steer the
It-
vehicle.
Well, I mean,
Small
I mean,
adjustments
here
will turn
we've
the
got the
vehicle.
Pumpkin Festival.
Big adjustments will raise or lower your
Because
Okay.
like some
Once you're ready to come out of it,
astronomical amount of the
turn
world's
towards the
pumpkin is produced here.
low side,
But,
or tap the e-brake to come down. Ready to give it a
The
try, kid?
like growing up, we just had the fucking. They just called it the Fall Festival. It was just carnival rides. There was nothing fancy about it. It's kind
gotta
of
try harder for Fall Festival.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
Action. Drive on 2
I
wheels.
hear ya. We had the Asparagus Festival. Hart, Michigan, throw it up. That one I like because they have a parade, like an asparagus fucking parade,
Okay.
and every year they crown a queen of asparagus. They give you like a little crown,
1. Action. Drive
Okay.
on 2 wheels.
which I have to imagine gets you incredible social clout.
3.
I wouldn't mind being a
Well,
queen of asparagus.
Action.
I'd put that on. A
If you
resume.
gotta be the queen of something, yeah. If you gotta be the queen of something,
This is difficult.
well, it is. You like gotta set it down and hit the ramp the second time. I think.
3, 2, 1. Action.
Walter Ben says my parents both come from the home of the Turkey Testicle Festival, Huntley, Illinois. Where's Huntley? That sounds like in one of the more cursed parts of Illinois.
I feel like that's a place. I remember hearing the words Turkey Testicle Festival.
Action. Drive on 2 wheels.
A very memorable turn of phrase.
Absolutely. Alright, well I passed it once. Next
Now
scene.
you'll double for the Creek Boys, racing to City Hall to save the family.
I tried to click on Google Maps and it says this page does not exist.
The tricky stuff
That is,
starts to close when you'll throw a
spooky.
180 drift into this parallel parking
Alright,
spot.
it worked this time. Let's see where we're at here.
Come in straight.
Where are we getting our turkey testicles at?
Nail these stunts. I will totally give you my sister's number.
Okay, it's like in between Chicago and Rockford.
Yeah, okay.
Makes sense, right?
3, 2, 1. Action.
I gotta admit, that part of the state is alien to me.
Wheel past the truck. Through the gap.
I don't think I've ever been like west of Chicago. I know I've gone south plenty of times and north a few times, but
I got most of my Chicagoland area experience trying to find a Dreamcast.
Drift through the glass.
how'd it go? Did you find one?
Yeah, I had to go to St. Charles to get one.
3.
Fuck, why?
Just nobody had a Dreamcast with one. It was not when the Dreamcast was contemporary.
Wheel
I'll say
past
that.
the truck.
Oh, gotcha, okay. It's still, Chicago's big. There should be plenty of retro game stores and shit, but
2,
Yeah.
1. Action.
sometimes you just pay the price.
Drift left.
Oh, I paid a heavy
Wheel past the
price.
truck. Through the gap.
Well, that stunt person, I hope they're getting paid extra. That I just killed.
Yeah.
Smash the area. Drift through the glass.
Moltar Ben says the Turkey Testicle Festival is too commercial now and they can't recommend it.
U-turn.
They ruined the vibe of the Testicle Festival, my man.
Left.
You hate to see it.
Hit the object.
Showing that angle without making the jump is
3,
wild.
2, 1. Action.
It's like when you watch a cat jump up on the couch, but they really just can't figure it out for some reason.
Uh-huh.
D. Martin G says, I thought Mike went to get his Dreamcast. Dreamcast makes more sense.
I have a vision board with just like different cat species.
Through the gap.
That would be some like extremely high quality Mike lore. It just like really pokes a hole in the whole like internet persona you have, you know?
Pass close to the car.
Yeah, he's an obsessive cat guy. Yeah, he's got a binder full of cat photos. What about it?
But always
Drift left.
cats being, I don't know.
Hit the object.
I didn't. That one needs some more time in the oven, I'll be honest.
Hard left.
Yeah, fuck those chickens up.
180-degree drift turn.
Cut! Yeah, I wouldn't kick that.
My grandma gave us new shirts from them every year. From the festival? Yo, that new Ball Festival shirt just dropped?
Alright, what are we driving this time? Driving in the same car? Alright.
This next scene's a race between the
Probably
Creek
get through
Boys
this trailer
and
and
another
then,
redneck in his souped-up hot rod.
Switch it up.
The key is to follow the lead.
Alrighty.
We'll have it clear.
Moltar Ben says, "It takes guts to eat our nuts" was the slogan for like a decade.
Too far behind. There'll be some jumps, 180s, and other stunts where you'll lose sight of the lead.
I suppose we have to ask the general question: how do they taste? How's the turkey testicle? What can we learn from you? Does it have more moisture than the rest of the meat in the bird? Never had them. Okay, good. I can't say I blame you. I don't think I would either. I hear they're cheerier than McNuggets. I don't know what that means. Oh, chewier. Okay. Great. Really ruining the experience of everything for me. Turkeys, testicles, festivals, all of them.
Ah, son of a
How do
bitch.
how do we feel about Rocky Mountain oysters?
Isn't that literally like just a different kind of testicle?
It's a beef testicle. I'm not eating that either. So I guess I'm opinion neutral, other than doesn't sound great to me. Stipulate, it's not because they're testicles. I just don't like eating weird meat. Like, I stick to lean cuts. I don't like a lot of meat.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's not like the testicles are inherently evil or something. My brother loves them. He loves the Rocky Mountain oysters. He says they're good with, like, dip or something. It's not as bad as expected, but it could be because I had them fried. I think that's how they usually... I mean... Probably speculating there, but I know they're fried a lot of the time. Oh, the window shot is sick.
Oh.
Oh, it fucked you in that overtake?
Yep.
Ugh.
Oh, come on.
Mike, I never really considered the implications of those kind of festivals. Because, like, yeah, it's whatever. I grew up around the Asparagus Festival. But what if I just, like, loved asparagus? It'd probably be a great time.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, you just... I can't imagine you feel too passionate about pumpkins.
No. in
But if
fact,
you were a big pumpkin head, you know?
it makes me less of a fan of pumpkins because, like, they've got like the big like factory here, and at certain times of year you get the rotten pumpkin smell throughout the town.
Oh god, that's a thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you familiar with how ADM smells?
No.
Like in
I'm not
Decatur,
sure what the
like,
initials are.
ADM is like they do like there's like a Matt Damon movie about them, but they do like corn syrup. There's just like this really like awful
Ew.
smell that comes from it.
It's like almost like a rancid vegetable or something.
Yeah, kind of.
Like when you don't clean out your fridge for a long time.
Yeah.
T. Martin G says not into asparagus. Asparagus is fine, but it's not like something I'm over the moon about. It's not the fucking tamale festival. I'd be going nuts.
This time you'll play the Creek Boys, trying to stop the hijacked armored vehicle to get some...
Kick some butt out there.
The hot sauce festival, I'd be down for that. But like, I'm not traveling for it either.
Right.
Is there a single food I would travel for? No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Action.
Homer,
At least for a
Illinois
festival.
has like a soda festival that like there's like a lot of sodas and things you can't
Drift
find
left.
elsewhere. which
I
kinda-
think I would fuck with that.
Hard right.
I think that's.
You know
I think
what?
That's good because you can take that with you. That's not something. It's like, oh, I traveled like an hour to get here, and I'm eating it here, and now I'm done with it.
Yeah, I
You
could
know,
fuck with
having,
that.
yes, being able to stock
Drift
up
left.
is key.
Scrape the vehicle.
Go to like a soda festival. I think I would go to like. I've always been fascinated by those candy trade shows, so I'm sure I would like go to one of those ones. Where they have just all the wacky candies.
Follow the armored
Yeah.
car.
But that's not the same thing as like a small town festival, which is its own beast.
Okay, cut!
Where was I
Where you
supposed to
going,
go?
man?
They gave me an arrow. I followed it, and there was no other marking.
3, 2, 1. Action.
Tamale Festival is just Christmas with Mexicans, Steve Martin G says. Well, that sounds lovely. 1. 2. What if I had access to multiple Mexican families all making tamales in one place, and maybe there's an agua fresca there, and you know, maybe even like various types of tapatio, and I'm just gonna throw it out there, maybe some fresh rice. I would be having the best time of my fucking life.
Drift left.
I just had a tamale for the first time.
Scrape the vehicle.
Really?
Yeah, it never came up.
What was the variety? Did you have like a pork tamale or?
Yeah, probably. I remember it was good.
Yeah.
The spices stood out more to me than whatever meat it was. There's
I love
some ground meat.
I usually do a chicken, which I like a lot, but cover it in salsa verde. Just brown that fucker. Oh, I'm so hungry. Why am I hungry? It is midnight, brother.
Left. Smash the shack.
Metabolism is going crazy.
Jump and hit the railing. Over the tanker. Pass close to the car.
That's Southern California, baby. I love getting tamales from lots of people. Yeah, that sounds like love to me. If someone gives you a big thing of tamales to take home, that is...
Hit the boxes.
There's no purer form of love
Hard left.
in this world.
Pass under the semi.
Ugh.
Especially, they're hard to make. They take a long time.
Hard right.
Okay, they're gonna give me credit for
Oh,
that.
that sucks. That sucks. Good enough, right?
Pass close to the cop car. Hard right.
That doesn't feel like my fault because it feels like the truck wasn't in position.
Yeah, it's like you got there like a stitch too early or something.
Uh-huh.
Guys,
Which is weird.
actually know what you're doing.
D. Martin G says, a small batch isn't hard to do if you can get masa from the store. I've made it a few times. It's not hard, it just takes time. Like, it's time consuming. You have to come back, go back, wait for it to get cold, that kind of shit. I'm not against it, but... I also don't do it well. You know, bad motivator. I'd much rather go to a restaurant or something and just eat till I can't walk. Let's get this trailer, baby.
Well, maybe this will be enough to remind them boys whose town this
Which county? That billboard is what it's like to drive through, like, rural Ohio. There's so many billboards that are like, this is your last text message. You're dying. D. Martin G, if you can get a good restaurant tomorrow, you might as well do it. Well, yeah, I have no access to Mexican families. You know, due to being extremely European. But also, I live in Pittsburgh, so I have no access to high quality tamales, which is a real bummer. Every time I go back to Michigan, I while the fuck out at the Mexican places. Busty Lynn! Busty Lynn! Okay.
Please.
That's like the
Busty
name-
Lynn was my father's name.
Does that not just sound like the name of like a Twitter reply bot?
Yeah. Some Remember Smarter Child?
You might need to explain that one to me
It's like
because the name is familiar.
It was like it was like an AOL Instant Messenger bot you could talk to. There's like basically
Oh my god.
like Chat GPT, but just like super basic decision trees.
Love it. So you said you were gonna switch it up? What are we switching to?
I don't know.
I'm making these Birdman hands over here.
Another video game of some kind. We got
Uh-oh.
Wheelman here. We got
Oh, the
Turtles in
Wheelman.
Time Reshelled. Yeah, I know you love that.
Again? Again? Why do you do this to yourself?
I don't
Mike, you can experience joy. There's love out there in the world for you.
I played like 3 hours of Skate today, and it was amazing.
That game's fucking bopping, dude.
It's
That
so
game is
good.
so good. Not even saying bring it back. Just like sell the original in a storefront, please.
Right.
Fucking clowns.
So we got Shadows of the Damned. We got Ninja Blade. Dealer's Choice. What do you think we should play? Keeping in mind the timing that it's 11, and I could be getting sleepy soon.
Ninja Blade is a good bet here. I think you're gonna get a good gist of what that game is about in about a half hour or so. So
All right.
I think that'd probably be my vote. Definitely not what you expect, I think. It's silly as shit. It's a little more Metal Wolf Chaos than it is Demon Souls.
You know what? Get yourself a modded 360 if you don't have modded 360. It's
Yes,
so
please.
nice.
It's a joy. And the backwards compatibility for the Xbox games. Like, if you don't have one of those modern fancy schmancy Xboxes with good backwards compatibility in 360 is pretty darn good for most games. There's like 2 or 3 that don't work properly. Unfortunately, one of them is Jet Set Radio Future, but
I haven't been able to get Burnout 3 to launch either. It might
That's
be the
another
copy
one.
that I have.
no, Burnout 3 is reliably difficult to get to boot on an original or a 360, actually.
Yeah.
Something to do with the original rips having files with file names too long for the Xbox file system. So the rips are all incomplete. You're not normal. I think you're good.
I play a lot of shit on easy these days. Not gonna lie.
Might as well. Yeah. I only get a reward out of playing hard in games like Stuntman, where there is like sort of a... It's difficult enough that I feel good when I pull something off. I think a lot of that stuff is not necessarily just fun for the sake of... Like, most hard modes aren't fun. They're not necessarily well designed.
Right.
The Souls games are kind of different for that, because their hard modes are interesting and well designed.
Is
Oh,
that
we
me?
get a little mini movie, folks. Yeah. I mean, that's you right now. That's you on your way to work. Spiritually.
Uh-oh. I don't like the shifty-eyed bullshit that's happening right now.
You can never trust a man what's in the Havoc physics engine.
Huh. There's worms inside.
That's what logging onto Twitter feels like.
You should have kept on stepping, my guy. He got hit with the RE4 Las Plagas.
My man
Schoolgirl
came
in
down to
the
the bad case of Las Plagas.
Schoolgirl in the alleyway was like me llamo Ramon Salazar.
I mean, that would like, I can't lie. If I walked past an alleyway and I heard someone in there doing RE4 voice, I would have to see what's going on. Oh, that'd be strange, huh?
Look at all these ninja gaidens.
This is the moment you've been trained for. Many of you have faced this foe in the past.
I feel like I missed something.
Oh no, this is the whole game's plot methodology. Good night, Moltar Ben. Take care. Rest up. Love to see you. Sleep tight.
Yeah, I think I found a few.
Don't let them sneak up on you.
I'll keep that in mind.
No.
Game is like they just got particle effects for their birthday for the first time. They're really just having a great time with it.
Achievement? Yes, I am that good. What was that achievement? What was that for? Achieved a 3-kill combo. We can make red ones. We can make yellow ones.
There's 2 different yellow ones, which is the thing that's killing me.
Button to
Whoa,
land.
Andy, are you reading this?
Yeah, we're deep in
I feel like this game deserves an award for most gratuitous use of QTEs. It's like completely unnecessary that they happen every 2 minutes.
I adored. There it is.
I love that the particle effects and then add bloom to it as well.
Yeah. There's another ninja. If guns were never invented, this shit would be happening all the time. But it would be good. We'd like it.
It's getting away. Andy, don't lose it.
That's the new like TikTok conspiracy theory. Is like we actually wiped out all the ogres in the 1870s.
Up this rubble. Don't let the environment stand in your way.
It makes more sense to me than the Giants thing. The Giants thing. Have you heard about the Giants thing?
Uh-uh.
Where like people genuinely believe that our like giants are real,
Okay.
like, biblical giants, and they'll like ass around like videos on TikToks of just like zoomed out drone shots of a mountain and be like, "Yo, we think there's a giant down there."
Now, as I taught you,
There might be.
strength and speed to counter the force of the
It's a weird form of yeah, it's a weird form of conspiracy posting where it's just like, who was worried about giants? When did this come up?
The band, they might be giants.
It's like TikTok is filled with like what gay theater nerds that investigate they might be giants. Who else is listening to that? That's not an insult, by the way. I listened to the Giants in high school. Of course I did.
Oh, I missed. Oh, it's just.
The zero consequences for the QTEs.
Yeah, seriously.
It does not feel like From Software at all. It's not mean. It's actually quite nice.
Quickly! We must go after it! Follow me, quickly.
Okay.
Up this wall, faster!
So they show me how to run up a wall. Yep. There it is.
The beast is getting away! Hurry!
They really did just kind of make this game over again. And just add a lot more QTEs.
Oh, I have to walk.
You all run first and then you jump back and forth.
Activate ninja vision.
Ninja Vision is giving me a fucking headache.
Yeah, it's not great.
No. Those guys are cool, though.
Really giving me the achievements.
Yeah. This was a popular one among achievement farmers because I believe you can get them all in a single run, and the game time is like 3.5 hours long.
Oh, wow.
You must use the wind
I
to
mean, it's
blow.
no Avatar, but... Wasn't it Avatar that was like a single achievement for 1,000 points?
Yes.
Don't be subjugated by the elements. Command
Funny how that's like a part of gaming that just kind of like died.
Yeah.
It's just like instantly died. Like, I don't know exactly when to trace that it died, but it died really hard.
I mean, like, it's still got its, like, sex.
Being an achievement guy in 2024 is crazy, though.
Yeah. I do think, like,
There's just so
retro
many
achievements
games.
is kind of a neat little concept.
with those because they're more fan engagement stuff, which I respect. You know. Achievement hunting is a weird way to say praise kink, lol. Oh no, I hate the idea. Because, like, it's a pretty short trip from having the achievement hunter praise kink to realizing that, like, you know, you're developing deep emotional feelings about, like, Cliffy B. That's not good. You don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
Do you want to type in the phrase Cliffy B praise kink into Google? No, you do not. But, you know. Yeah!
Jesus, that was sick.
I feel like you do kind of get cool rewards for getting these right. Like, not to the point where I just want to do QTEs the whole game, but every once in a while it's kind of wrong. Boss fights specifically, I guess. I love you shuriking a guy from, like, 2 inches away.
What? What is it?
May says, this guy's headgear is the worst early aughts ninja mask. Agreed. It makes him look like he is 50.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks like a substitute teacher. Best early ninja mask? That's easy. PS2 Shinobi. That shit's sick. Jaime says Shinobi rules and the reason most of my D&D characters end up with a star. Correct. High quality. That game is boppin'. Shinobi PS2 is like the most Dreamcast game that never came out on Dreamcast.
Yeah. Oh.
Rutula says substitute sensei. Hell yeah, that's great.
thing I hate about Keep is they have these cool animations that I just want to watch. I don't want to look at a button.
Yeah. I hate the idea of I'm watching something and halfway it's gonna fail somehow.
Yeah.
Before the boss fight, in the boss fight, and then in the boss fight cutscene after beating the boss. Let's go.
What? And you jumped over this in the wrong spot.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, Ninja Vision. Okay.
Also, I think it wants you to dash and not just run.
That looks stupid, though.
It's become a surfing game. Using the sword to skid is very funny.
Where'd the spider come from?
Level 5 carrier, spider type.
Wait, what? How did you reach level 5 already? Damn! Hell, man. I got your back.
This is sick.
Right?
Ken, use these.
Oh. Yeah, throw me your sword. Steady.
Use these.
Thank you, Swords Father.
I hate that weapon.
Oh. Yeah, there's an issue with this game where there are things about it that are actually kind of sick. But it's also kind of awkward and weird the entire time.
Yeah.
2 blades are quicker than 1. Use them against faster creatures.
There's also a Windows port of this, which is like extremely janky. So janky. Oh lord. Fall through the floor janky.
Yeah, it's an era that I would not trust. Windows port, especially with Japanese games.
God no.
Do you remember when Resident Evil 4 came out and it didn't have mouse support?
Remember when they re-released it on Steam in the late 2000s and it still didn't have mouse support? Like, they released that dog shit port through Steam, and people, like, added enough mods to that port that eventually Capcom just bundled them into an update.
Yeah.
And guess what? That game still rocks somehow, which is insane. But that's just what IE4 does. That game is perfect. D. Martin G says, "Cat, yes. My horrible beastly son Jacob loves to bother me at our new streaming desk."
Must use a heavier weapon to breach that armor.
Just keep
This guy's
giving me
giving you
weapons,
some-
buddy.
Bro, I brought too many swords!
Oh no.
Those guys look tough, but I bet that big blade of yours will get the job done.
That's what it feels like when you drop like a glass of water or a can of Coke on your toes.
Yeah, great swords.
That's right. We got the blood crystals, brother. I kind of appreciate when a game does that, where like it doesn't try to abstract anything, it doesn't explain it in the lore. It's just, look, man, there's some crystals hanging around. You know what to do with them.
Heads up, more on the way. Nice, man. The room scan's clear. Can you get out of there?
That is a great execution.
Hold on.
Fucking baseball swing at the wall.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Over here.
There it is. Come on, man. It's getting away.
Relax. I see.
Mission kicks ass.
This way.
If I just put my sword over my shoulder and lean into it a little bit, I can explode a wall.
Okay, that's not really realistic, but I'll do it. have to have the weapon out to use a grapple wire. Got it.
Kid, look out!
Oh, come on.
Kid, look out!
Whoops.
Kid, look out! Sorry, man. Couldn't see it on radar.
You couldn't see it out the window either?
Hey, I'm sorry. All right, man. Everything you got each other's fault. This sucker's gonna put you to the test.
No problem. You'll be home in time for your date.
If you're not doing damage, might have to switch to the big ass sword.
Yeah, yeah, you did. I just did.
It literally immediately did it after I. I like how all of the individual segments of his legs just exploded. That's kind of sick. Insane, man. What the fuck? You might have something in your inventory. I think you can get health potions. I think it's on your D-pad menu. Yeah, okay.
guy's got too much fun.
Yeah, I would agree with that. This is lasting a minute.
Oh, it's a different button for some reason.
Although I think that if you did just want to walk away, I think you've basically seen what this game has to offer. I mean, unless you are hell-bent on getting this thing done.
No, I'm not. I don't think like I have any reason to think that I wouldn't be able to. It's kind of just...
Yeah. It's very repetitive, let's just say.
Yeah, it looks alright, though.
Fun little game. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's like if you wanted a dumb shit action game that was fun for a couple hours, it's not a bad way to spend some time.
Yeah, for sure.
And I have a feeling we're both like barely awake, so is this a good time to call it for the evening?
Yeah, this is a perfect time to call it for the evening. I am a...
Well, thank you for coming, folks. This Mike right over here is a sleepy guy, so we gotta make sure we get him in his fancy high quality sleeping bag and all of his high quality sleeping medication, and we're gonna just have a great evening, and we will see you next week.
I won't need any sleeping medication tonight. Y'all have a good one.